Hi everyone! I know that May has been Mental Health Awareness Month. You might have noticed on Twitter that lots of people have been using the hashtag Mental Health Awareness Month. So I decided that my last video of May really ought to be some self-care tips for those of you who, like me, have encountered some mental health issues of your own. I think it's a really important issue to talk about. I think we should be really open about things like depression and stress and anxiety and how they affect all of our lives. So with that in mind, I have come up with 5 self-care tips that I'm going to share with you today. These are things that have helped me when I've been feeling really down, and I hope they help you. So tip 1 is the most important tip of all. Please talk to somebody. Don't go through depression or anxiety or anything like that by yourself. Depression is really isolating and it can make you feel like you're completely on your own, but you're not. There are people who will listen to you if you need to talk. You can go to your doctor and get help that way. You can be offered counselling, antidepressants. There's loads of things out there that can help you. If you're not ready to go there, talk to a family member or a friend. If you really feel on your own at any time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, Samaritans are here in the UK. You can call them for free on 116 123. Please, if you're feeling really depressed, if you're thinking of hurting yourself in any way, talk to somebody. Tip number 2 is put yourself first. Number 1! It's really easy to feel like you're being selfish just by saying, I need some time to put me first. But actually, there's nothing selfish about it. And decent people will always understand that you need a little bit of time just to focus on you. The fact is, if you're putting everybody else first, that's a really kind thing to do. But if you're neglecting your own emotional well-being, eventually things are going to go wrong. And actually, it benefits other people just as much as it benefits you when you decide to put yourself first for a while. Because if you've used up everything you've got on them and you've taken nothing for yourself, you don't have anything left to give to you or anyone else. So spending some time putting yourself first, taking some space and just doing things for you for a brief period, it's not selfish, because when you come back you're going to be replenished and you'll be able to help people a whole lot better than you would if you were running on empty, because you can't pour from an empty cup. Wow, it's not even a cliche. There's nothing coming out. You really can't pour from an empty cup. Tip number 3 is to indulge in the things you love. Look, I'm not suggesting that you just bury your problems by becoming obsessed with something or using an obsession you already have to push those problems down so you don't have to think about them ever, because eventually all problems have to be dealt with, and if you're completely ignoring a problem, you're kind of being unhealthy in a whole different way. But taking some time out to enjoy something that you love is proven to lift your mental state. It could just be eating food that you really like, it could be watching a film you really love, or just listening to the music of a band who really inspires you. Whatever it is, have no shame in just going, wow, I feel really low today, I want to indulge in something that I know is going to make me feel better. No matter what it is, just find that thing that you know makes you feel happy. Because finding joy in even the tiniest little thing is one of the first steps towards feeling better mentally. Don't mind me while I just stand here and indulge in some of my loves. Tip 4 is something that I mentioned in my internet trolls video. You've got to know when you need to take a break from social media, especially if you are dealing with depression or anxiety or any kind of mental health issue. For example, I am making this video on Tuesday. It will go live on Sunday, but I'm recording it on Tuesday. And I woke up this morning to find out there had been a terrorist attack in Manchester. And it was at a concert. Now, live music is something I've spoken about. I've filmed gigs on this channel and talked about my love of music a lot. It feels like one of the most cowardly, most despicable things you could do to target people, especially children and young people, who are going to a concert. And sometimes when you're reading about it on Twitter or on Facebook or just any kind of social media, it can really feel like too much. And you're not being selfish for going, I can't look at this right now, I need to just turn it off and come away and do something else. Because let's not forget that social media is a very double-edged sword. It can be really wonderful. The aftermath of Manchester, people were using hashtags on Twitter to find free lifts home and places to stay for people who were stranded and just didn't know where to go. That's so brilliant. But on the other hand, it's social media where these people crawl out of the woodwork to post things that are just inflammatory and deliberately shocking and offensive. I'm looking at you, Katie Hopkins, you horrible, horrible maggot of a human being. And not everybody wants to see that. If you're already feeling really down or upset or anxious, seeing that stuff doesn't help, so it's fine to come away from social media. Also, obviously, if the reason for you feeling down in the first place is an argument that has happened on social media or happened in real life and been put all over social media, it's kind of understandable that you might want to step back from that and just go, nope. The second that you feel uncomfortable or upset in any way on social media, just come away for a while for your own mental health. Nope! Finally, tip 5, try and get out and do normal things if you can. Look, I know when you're feeling really depressed, the last thing you want to do is go out anywhere. But if you can manage it, going for a short walk or popping to the shops or just doing something really normal should help you to regain that feeling of being part of the world. And just the little boost from the exercise you get from walking from your house down the road can boost your mental well-being. Obviously, don't be too hard on yourself if you find it too difficult to go too far or do too much or stay out for very long. But just getting out of the house and trying to do something normal could very well help. Just take baby steps and remember it's all part of working towards getting yourself back on an even keel. I really hope these tips help you in some way. If you are experiencing any kind of mental health issue, just remember the most important tip is tip 1. Talk to somebody, get some help. There is lots of help out there for you. I could have talked for a long time about other mental health tips. I mean, for example, I've recently started meditating when I get a little bit stressed. I know, right? But I figured I would stick to 5 because it's nice and short and I didn't want this to be a 3-hour video. So I'm gonna go. Take care of yourselves. I will talk to you all next weekend when I will hopefully have a vlog from my adventure because I'm going off to London this weekend. If you found this video helpful, it would be really great if you could give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, my floaty head is going to be over there. You can watch Tuesday's video here. Yes, I had a bonus video this week. I'll talk to you all next week, everybody. Take care. Bye.